see the man of the hour. Let's welcome to the stage. Put your hands together and make him feel welcome. The one, the only, Batman! I think you're supposed to say that so early. Well, welcome everybody. Now, I am your host tonight. My name is Superman. A little about myself. I'm originally from the planet Krypton. Thank you. A little bit of our history. Krypton was a beautiful planet with an unstable core, much like a Cardassian or any NBA player. Well, you know, we are not at the Improv, we are at Gotham. Okay, so, City Hall, not the Improv at all. Okay. Now, of course, with our planet of Krypton, our people ignored the core. The core over here, the planet was destroyed. It killed all of our people, our home. Everyone died, but at least we didn't vote Donald Trump for president. So we got that going for us. Now, I'm the last of my race. I'm the last Kryptonian, with the exception of, you know, Supergirl, anybody who's in the Phantom Zone, and a couple of those Jehovah's Witnesses, because you can't get rid of those fuckers anywhere. Now you might think, hey, Superman, looks like you've gained a little weight. Okay, well, here's the thing. I'm not in a lot of the Justice League movies, so they just green screen that shit out. Much like, if it works for a pregnant Wonder Woman, it can work for Superman. I'll tell you that much right now. I get it. I look like a pop Funko of myself. But it's hereditary. I mean, on Krypton, the House of L was next to the House of Pancakes. What do you expect? As I look across this dais, I can honestly say I'm not the ugliest motherfucker here, so I'm okay. And this looks like the casting for the Justice League film was done at the Special Olympics. People have criticized the DC films for being a bit of a downer. But as I look at this dais, it looks like a lot of Down syndrome. Don't owe that shit. You know, we want to do a roast of a Marvel character. We found out that people really hate when you criticize popular characters. So we have Batman. He has been called the world's greatest detective, but for years he couldn't figure out that he was a serial pedophile. Seriously, he's had 5 Robins during his career. 5 Robins! 5! Yeah, you were just number 1 in a long line of losers. Honestly, Batman is the young boys with Harvey Weinstein as the Hollywood actresses. Batman dresses dark to hide the shadows. Yet he puts Robin in bright colors. Works out pretty well. He uses Robin as a shield and Catwoman as his beard. And that's right, if you don't know that, recently in the comics, Batman, Catwoman, they're engaged. That's nice, because Catwoman, I can't even tell how pregnant you are. Is that 5 months, 6 months? What you got going on there? It's the other side. They don't come out that way. You should really tell her how this works. By the way, Batman, if you don't know, it's a new age, dude. If you get a girl pregnant, you don't have to marry her. Just take a page out of Joker's book, shoot her in the belly. That right? Oh, sorry, Commissioner, going on the trash. It was your daughter, wasn't it? Too soon, Commissioner? Okay. Batman, some of your friends couldn't be here tonight, but they want to send their regards. Wonder Woman couldn't be here. She has a back injury from carrying the DC movie franchise. It's too bad, though. It really is too bad because it would have been nice to have a sexy girl on the dais. I'm sorry. Please, don't get offended. You're still the girliest girl here, Robin. Martha couldn't be here? Martha Kent, not Martha Wayne. She's dead. Hashtag autopsy photos, upskirt photos, hashtag. Every black DC hero couldn't be here tonight. Both of them. They just said pretty much, fuck that rich motherfucker. They're just mad because you started the Bat Lives Matter movement. But we're glad you're here. You've been one of those heroes for years that we've admired, that we've looked up to, and we've made fun of, and it's just starting right now. We're gonna bring your first presenter, your next presenter to the stage. They say behind every great man, there's a greater woman. Our next presenter proves that old adage. He's been Batman's home bitch since Bruce Wayne's parents started decomposing in an Gotham City alley. Being both neglectful mother and father to Bruce Wayne, he allowed that child to grow up to be the Bat. Alfred is truly the Casey Anthony of the DC universe. He's trained in the British Royal Air Force, and some say he's an expert in hand-to-hand sodomy. Let's hope he's a better roaster than a butler. Put your hands together for Batman's Girl Friday, Alfred Pennyworth.
Thank you, Superman. I had no idea your secret identity was the late Elvis Presley lying face down in a toilet. The toilet being your movie career, of course. Perhaps you could try spinning the world back to a time when you were relevant. Yes, indeed. I see your cousin Supergirl is here, the WNBA of superheroes. Finally, someone who understands people don't watch superheroes for the action, but for the fundamentals. I believe that's how you got your show on the CW, which stands for Cancel Whenever. Aquaman is here. At least I think he is. It could just be a homeless man who beat up Aquaman, which is entirely plausible, and stole his costume. The Great Barrier Reef is dead. You had one job. You're king of the seas the way Trump is president. Too far. I see the Joker is here. Can someone explain why we have a failed comedian at the roast? I mean, who knows? The way you're dressed, maybe your set has a killing joke. You certainly look better than you did in Suicide Squad. I mean, what the hell was that? You look like something a Hot Topic threw up. I couldn't tell if you were Powder cosplaying as Lil Wayne or Lil Wayne cosplaying as Powder. Everyone compares you and Harley Quinn to the Bonnie and Clyde of supervillains, but you're more like Rihanna and Chris Brown, aren't you? Just a spiral of abuse between two overrated teen icons. Master Dick! is something a woman has never said to Richard Grayson. Before you came to Wayne Manor, you grew up in a circus where the only masculine influence you had was the bearded lady. So it's no wonder everyone says your relationship to Master Wayne is a little... how to put it? Have you ever seen Elton John? I mean, the outfit doesn't help, but I understand. That's the woman's swimsuit you wore when you performed at the circus, I believe, yes? Which doesn't make you gay, it just makes you an idiot. Your superhero costume consists of an outfit you wore in a traveling circus and a Hamburglar mask. Did you consult Superman on how to keep a secret identity? Crying out loud. Speaking of being completely ineffectual, Commissioner Gordon is here. A man so inept at being a police officer, he constructed an elaborate searchlight to call on a madman in a bat costume to solve crimes for him. He can deal with a street smuggler, but he apparently has trouble solving a riddle. Yes, they are, Master Wayne. Mr. Freeze is here from Master Wayne's Rogues Gallery. Yes, indeed. How are you threatening with a weakness like room temperature? One crack in that ridiculous suit of yours and you're done for. You're essentially the bubble boy of supervillains. And Penguin is here, once again dressed as though he got back from the Monopoly Man's garage sale. A short, ugly, obese man who kills people with umbrellas. You're like the bastard child of Danny DeVito and Mary Poppins if they turned into I'm quite sorry, sir. But let me ask you, what's it like having your breath smell like Aquaman?
Ask him now.
I would that I could, sir. Speaking of things that smell like fish, Catwoman is here. Because she eats fish as a cat, you're all terrible. You run around in tight leather, accosting men with a whip. And they have to explain to their wives they were robbed by a dominatrix. But I'm on to you. You throw on your leather, and then you let someone like Batman catch you, and then you have sex. You just have the most elaborate method of anyone I've ever met to have sex. Perhaps you could try Tinder, the young folks are so fond of. I have to hand it to you, though. The only villain to get Batman pussy whipped. So. Which brings us to Master Wayne, the... Quite right, sir. The living embodiment of white privilege. And I know white privilege, I'm a fucking butler. You understand the happiest days of my life when we were in Nana Parbat, or Nana Brokebat, or wherever the hell it was you went to play ninja? You know what it's like for a butler with no one to buttle for? There was not a room in Wayne Manor I went in with my pants on. No pants for years. I was like Fred goddamn Flintstone. And then you had to come back, and then you started bringing in more orphans, like Michael Jackson on shore leave. Had to make a lot of phone calls explaining why there was a small child in the manor you kept calling Dick. His name is Richard, sir. You insisted on Dick. At least it didn't have to be in Batman vs. Superman. I've seen war crimes better received than that film. You know, Rotten Tomatoes gave a new rating for that film. It goes now from 100 down to school bus fire. That's how tragically bad it was. If you click on the rating, you can hear the sounds of children screaming. But it's all right, sir. Why do we fall down, Master Wayne? That's right. It doesn't matter because you'll be rebooted anyway. Thank you all very much.
Now our next presenter is the only one here in the dais who will die of feline distemper. They say that Batman has amazing ninja skills, but the easiest thing he's ever gotten into was our next presenter, Selena Kyle. Well, except of course, Supergirl, Wonder Woman, 2/3 of the Wonder Twins, and of course, Robin. Not only will she give you cat scratch fever, but a long, never-ending list of STDs. Please welcome to the stage the only woman who Donald Trump wouldn't grab her pussy, Catwoman.
They say Superman is faster than a speeding bullet. Which anyone who has had sex with him can agree with me on this. Right, Supergirl? Aquaman? By the way, I feel it may be time to go from that S to an XXL. It's a good thing you have that super strength, because I'm sure it comes in handy when you're taking flight.
You're so bad. Like so bad.
And while other superheroes carry the weight of the world on their shoulders, I see you chose to carry it in your stomach.
Oh, damn.
Mr. Freeze, I am. Yeah. I'm so sorry to hear about your wife, but to be honest, I would choose to stay in a coma if I knew the only thing waiting for me when I woke up was you. Penguin's here. The living, wheezing, waddling proof that cousins should never reproduce. Looking at you, I completely understand why some animals eat their young. You look like Mr. Peanut Allergy. I can only imagine that getting oral sex with you is a lot like tightrope walking, and just, to enjoy it, avoid looking down. Although, I am kind of curious what you can do with that nose.
Just 10 seconds of your life, baby.
Commissioner Gordon, your entire police department is constantly outdone by one man who slinks around at all hours of the night dressed as a giant rodent and has no superpowers whatsoever. Yet, you just keep crawling back to him to solve all of your crimes for you. You're worse at your job than Alfred is at babysitting. Oh, please, come on. You let a young boy go loose into the world with no adult supervision. Of course he was going to come back with Peter Pan syndrome. Please tell me you aren't surprised that he plays dress-up, wears tights, and has a secret hideout in which, in order to enter, he has to slide down poles with young boys.
Pole was a bit of a shock.
Supergirl. Hey. I tried so hard to think of something bad to say about you, but you're perfect.
Damn right.
Not even the cutest kitten in the litter box is as lickable as you. I love milk, and looking at the size of your jugs, I'd be one happy kitty. Aquaman is here, because where else is he wanted?
Come on! 3/4 of the earth, motherfuckers! I got shit to do!
What the hell is that on your head? Is that your hair, or has a giant kelp monster taken refuge?
That's why I said when you opened your legs. Yeah, one for the fish guy!
Hey, at least my worst enemy isn't the little plastic rings that come on six-packs.
Here. Damn it! Ah!
He told me that his superpowers are talking to fish and the ability to fly underwater. Hey, asshole, it's called swimming. I mean, they said you were useless, and they were right.
Glad that one worked for you.
Oh, Batman. You know, just because you have a dick doesn't mean you have to be a dick. Didn't your parents teach you anything?
Oh, they were dead.
Too bad they weren't faster than a speeding bullet. Hey, Superman. Hey, what's black and white and lacks a signature?
What?
Young Master Bruce's permission slips. Don't let him fool you, ladies. Just like every other man, to get his attention, you have to send a really big, really obvious signal. I don't understand why they call you the world's greatest detective. I don't see how hard it would be to figure out who used a freeze ray to freeze over Gotham's water supply.
Who did it?
Even Gordon could have figured that out.
Gordon, who did it? Aquaman?
Okay, okay, stop, you're gonna hurt yourself. You know, I still remember our first date. You kept going on and on and on and on and on and on about showing me your giant yacht. But it turns out it was just a little dinghy. It's detachable.
So is mine.
We'll talk later. We'll talk later. But it's a good thing you're used to that bachelor lifestyle, because all the women who get close to you wind up dead or paralyzed. But you know, speaking of little dicks, Robin, the boy wonder, is here. Even though I think I speak for everyone when I say that there's no wondering there. He's so submissive to this billionaire playboy. 50 Shades of Grey has nothing on the two of you. And I would hate to be Alfred on laundry day. What does he pay you to wash those sheets? Well, it must be pretty damn good considering you've stood by him through so many. How many of you do we really need anyway? From West to Keaton to Conroy to Kilmer to Clooney to Bale to Affleck. Give it a rest. That poor suit has had more men in it than the Kardashians. Terrible. Yeah.
I taught her that.
Our next Frosty presenter originally appeared in Batman issue 121, where he's known as Mr. Zero. Some things have never changed. He plays his wife Nora Freeze in a state of suspended cryogenics. Dude, if you want to be single, just take a page from OJ's book. Rumor has it, when he gets scared during battle, he just drops his trousers and makes fudgicles. If Elsa from Frozen had a stillborn child, he'll be our next presenter. Please welcome Heat Miser's arch nemesis, Mr. Freeze.
Chill. All right. We got Superman. All-powerful God who is ineffective, and you're best known for dying. What does Kal-El stand for? Jesus? Oh, no one likes religious jokes? I'm a villain. I can do what I want. On the way here, I got pulled over by a cop. He's like, license and registration. And I got out of my car. He's like, don't get out of my car. And I'm like, I will. He's like, freeze. I'm like, you know me. You're invincible, Superman. Yet your weakness is rocks. You have the same weakness as a Daytona Beach makeshift stripper. The only thing you have no control over is your glucose. Alfred's here. You look like a Scooby-Doo villain. I'm expecting a Starter and a Great Dane to show up anytime. You turned a bigger blind eye to child molestation than the athletic director of Penn State. Why are you here? Your powers and abilities are taking orders really well. Congratulations, you're a Trump cabinet member. We got Aquaman. You look like Tom Hanks from Castaway who got really into CrossFit. This dude deadlifts a Wilson. You look like someone's uncle who started a Pantera cover band. Walk on, homeboy. Ooh, you're a fish out of water. I can stop you with a hibachi. The only Justice League member who treats a visit to SeaWorld like a Tinder date. There's a reason they called that well Tillicum, because it's till it comes. Catwoman, you're agile, your powers of agility, sharp nails, and you wear tights. You're basically just any old cunt that does yoga. I said cunt. What's your weakness? Pumpkin spice lattes, you basic bitch. Commissioner Gordon's here. You're useless. You're the Commissioner Gordon of DC characters. You look like Commissioner Gordon who only visits his kids on weekends and scours bars looking for strange. Penguin's here. You look like Humpty Hump at prom. You look like the Monopoly man took the pimping. Do not pass go, slap a bitch. You look like if Michael Jackson went through a Prince phase. You're both dead. Supergirl, you're like Superman who only earns 71 cents on the dollar. Hashtag wage equality. You're lesbian Superman. You scissor faster than a speeding bullet. You look drunk. You look like your biggest battle sobriety. Robin's here. You look like life-size Lego Robin. You look like Robin was a short order cook at Denny's on OBT. Robin, how are you still here when your power's out in Puerto Rico? After this, we're doing a can drive for Robin. Joker's here. You Margaritaville Joker. You look like a cruise ship juggalo. You look like a Joker who has an Instagram dedicated to landscape photos. You look like an albino tap dancer. Don't laugh at that. That joke sucked ass. It's a fucking terrible joke. You guys are just being generous. Oh, the man of the hour, Mr. Bruce Wayne Cosby. No black people on the dais, just the way you like it. Hashtag racism. What are your powers? Your powers are karate and a trust fund. Terrible. Right? You're a rich dude that meddles and shit. Most of your villains are just people that are down in their luck and you fuck with them. Right? You're a more overrated rodent than Mickey Mouse. Sit back down again. Alright, that's been my fucking time.
Our next presenter has been called many things, except popular. For years, he has been the laughingstock of the superhero community. That's no joke, that's just a fucking fact. The only thing smellier than our next presenter is Catwoman's vagina. Have you been swimming around in that thing, Aquaman? He had to call into his part-time job at SeaWorld, the SeaWorld glory swimming hole, just to be here tonight. Please welcome a man slightly smarter, but less popular than sea monkeys, Aquaman!
I'd like to take this moment to say,
Stop throwing shit in the ocean! Knock it off! Not fucking, how the fuck do you like it? Yeah, not cool, right? Asshole.
Superman. They say the one thing with the power to kill you is kryptonite. Judging by your waistline, kryptonite is Kryptonian for diabetes. You want Batman's attention, you turn on the bat signal. Apparently, if you want Superman's attention, you turn on the hot and fresh sign at Krispy Kreme. Yeah. Saw the Batman vs. Superman movie. Dude, you were getting your ass kicked. Good thing your girlfriend showed up. The whole movie sucked. It was like watching an episode of the Brady Bunch. Nothing but Martha, Martha, Martha. You whiny bitch. It was like a 3-hour tampon commercial. Orlando, I hate your town. I went to your Disney World today. All day long I had to hear, I loved you in Moana. Fuck you. And you're welcome. Wonder Woman couldn't be here tonight because unlike the rest of you, she has a fucking career. I wish she was here. Then she could get tangled in her own lasso and have to admit how overrated her fucking movie was. No one cares. And if you're a guy, you don't have to boo to seem cool to the chick sitting next to you. She's not gonna fuck you anyway. Pussy. The Penguin? Why do they call you that? Because you look like a penguin? I mean, I don't see it. I've never looked at a penguin and said, man, that penguin's beak looks like a dildo. Dildo face! Now there's a fucking villain's name.
It's too big for the business guy.
Fair enough. Catwoman, Supergirl, I have to say, I live in the ocean and I'm struggling with the smell of seafood on this day as tonight. Catwoman, heard you hacking up a hairball backstage before the show. Apparently, you've been spending time between Supergirl's legs again. They say cats have 9 lives. You risk them all getting that close to her fucking hoo-ha. I'll tell you what. Alfred, you're Bruce Wayne's butler. We don't have that word where I come from. I had to look it up. It basically means you make his meals, clean up after him, mend his wounds, and at last we call that woman. Take that, feminazis. Maybe you should fuck the guy next to you, because this is what else is out there! Not good. Mr. Freeze! Is it true when you go down your wife, you call it a Walt Disney, you know, because it's frozen head? Fuck you, Orlando! Your leader's a Nazi! Mr. Freeze, the only thing you seem to have frozen is your metabolism. And the back of your neck, it looks like a pack of fucking hot dogs. You're dressed like you're training for a marathon that, let's face it, you'll never finish. Commissioner Gordon. Commissioner, there's a tough job. Must be really hard learning to turn that bat signal on and off. What's the training like? Day 1, on. Day 2, off. Day 3, congrats, you're the fucking commissioner. You're basically an overpaid lighthouse attendant, you fuck. And you. Yeah, you. The clown prince of crime. You're an evil son of a... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm doing a Trump roast tomorrow. This just got in there. You're just trying to destroy Gotham, not the whole country. You and I are cool, man. We're cool. Oh. It's amazing to see who didn't laugh at that. The same people are like, oh, I'm not voting for him. Then you got in the booth, you're like, I'm fucking voting for him. And by that, I mean the white people. Just to be clear, I'm not cool with you. Which brings us to Batman. Wow, what a surprise! A billionaire that wanted some tax breaks. Loved how in The Dark Knight Rises you saved all of Gotham from a 4-kiloton nuclear bomb by hooking it up to your little bat thingy and flying it outside the city to safely explode 6 miles away in the ocean. The fucking ocean. We had just had lunch the day before, you fucking piece of shit. Not cool, man. Not. My son has 3 eyes, you fucking dick. The Dark Knight Rises, really? What a stupid name for a movie. Sounds more like a porno starring Martin Lawrence. Or what Luke Cage says every time he pops a boner. Yeah, they're not gonna get any better at this point. Shut up, Superman! Nobody likes you. Of course Bruce Wayne is rich. Think of all the money he saved by never having to buy Mother's Day cards. I live underwater, your parents are dead underground. I may talk to fishes, but your parents sleep with them. I lost a card, but basically it said your parents are fucking dead. Witty, witty, ha! Seriously, though. All kidding aside, I have to say it's a sincere privilege to honor a man who, as a young boy, lost his parents in a horrible tragedy, went on to become a master of martial arts, and then used his skills and wealth to make this city a better place for all. Unfortunately, Green Arrow isn't here tonight, so we're stuck with you, douchebag. Aquaman, out!
And now our next presenter. He has the entire Gotham Police Department at his beck and call, and he calls Batman almost every night. We haven't seen a cop this incompetent since Roscoe P. Coltrane and the Dukes of Hazzard. On TV, he's played by Ben McKenzie in Gotham. In the upcoming Justice League film, he's played by a buffed up J.K. Simmons. And tonight we have... shit. Fine, just look at him. Looks like we have a commissioner who's riddled with AIDS. Seriously, dude, you look like the last 15 minutes of the movie Philadelphia. And by the way, just so you know, the betting pool is off on how long his mustache will stay on. All bets are closed. Please welcome to the stage, Commissioner James Gordon.
Thank you. Mom's here. Thanks, Mom. I do. She's still alive. I'm sorry, too soon. Well, what a panel of bastards here. Aquaman's here. Well, you know, whenever I call the Justice League, you know what I never say? Send Aquaman. Boy, Gotham City could be flooded. There it goes. Did you take the under on that bet?
Who had 1 minute, 20 seconds? Who had 1 minute, 20 seconds? The pool is yours, Penguin.
Yeah, you know, Gotham City can be flooded, dominated by King Shark and Killer Croc. Aquaman answers the phone and be like, put Superman on the fucking phone! Asshole.
Grow a mustache, girl.
And you know, no one cares that you're in the next Justice League movie.
How about a spoiler alert? Jesus Christ.
You look like a corpse washed up on the beach. If that corpse used to sing for Soundgarden. Yeah, that's right, Chris Cornell. Commissioner Jim! Superman's here. Oh, yeah, Superman. You got every power in the book. You gotta keep getting letters that Batman could kick your ass. What, do you have the worst PR department in the world? Well, you know what? Joker liked it. You know,
The Joker loves a good ball. That's why.
Superman, when you were younger, you could do nothing. Then you moved from your birthplace, got a little bit older, and there was nothing you were incapable of. Yeah. You're the reverse version of Tim Tebow. Dick. Mr. Freeze, your wife had a debilitating disease and you froze her, then Wayne Enterprises cut your funding. Now she's in extreme pain, completely paralyzed. You have to feed her for every meal. Oh, I'm fucking with you. She died. Freeze my wife, please. Hey, I haven't had sex in 20 years. You think your wife is frigid? Oh! Commissioner Jim. Hey, what did you do with your frozen wife while she was frozen? Would you treat her like a intern for Harvey Weinstein? Sorry, too soon. Can't disparage the good name of Harvey Weinstein. Fucking bastards. Should I just take it off? Yeah. I'm gonna get through one more personal thing. Catwoman, she's inspired by something that either lives by the dumpster or lives in your home and he doesn't quite love you as much as you love him. You sound like my ex-wife. Yeah, with your whip and... With your whip and your skin-tight suit, you're an S&M dream come true. But you're a jewel thief, so you're also every man's worst nightmare. Good at sex, bad at asset management, but you're good at managing dead ass. Am I right, fellas? Commissioner Jim! Alfred's here. Alfred, man. They set up the bat phone in my office so I could have a direct line to Batman, right? Remember that? Did you set that up? Yeah. Every time I call it, this guy answers the phone. You have reached the residence of Master Wayne. Wait a minute, here comes Batman. I get it, Alfred. All right. Bruce Wayne is Batman. You got it. All right. Wait, what? No. It's been revealed. Penguin. You know, I never actually needed Batman's help to catch you. I mean, your crimes are so easy to solve, right? It's like, oh no, someone robbed the Maltese Falcon on the same day that a penguin-shaped casino opened? The suspect was seen escaping wearing a tuxedo into a submarine shaped like a penguin. Better call the world's greatest detective. And then this asshole goes, holy cow, who could it be, Batman? You asshole. It's the fucking Penguin!
And I'm still not in jail.
You're named after an aquatic, Antarctic, flightless bird, so naturally your theme is umbrellas. You should change your name to the insurance agent. Call this one windstorm coverage. See, he's rich, he understands insurance. Supergirl, you live the life in Superman's shadow. Constantly trying to live up to an impossible standard. It's like being Eli Manning in a skirt. You know, Supergirl, we actually had a vote in Gotham City between you and the billionaire who swears he can do everything. Unfortunately, there's a Kryptonian server with 30,000 of your emails, so, you know. At least you won the popular vote, huh? Commissioner Jim! Robin, Gotham City Police Department was asking me, hey, can Batman be trusted? He wears that mask. I said, no, he hides his face for altruistic reasons. In walks a high school kid wearing a green Speedo. You know, you couldn't be more enticing to pedophiles if you looked like a cross between Honey Boo Boo and JonBenet Ramsey. Yeah, I don't know what Batman was thinking. Oh, I need a partner that can figure out the tendencies of strange people. So, of course, he goes to Cirque du Soleil. Yeah, I've got a different gig for enslaved acrobats. Go check out the Epcot China Pavilion, all right? Yeah, Commissioner Jim! Joker! Oh, you laugh more at CNN and the Weather Channel than Comedy Central. Your idea of a good time is 4 funerals and a wedding. Yeah. You think that the movie It is a documentary with a tragic ending. Yeah, you know, people call you a clown, but you're not. You're more like the 5th member of KISS.
As Gene Simmons from KISS, not only did we invent rock and roll as we know it, we also invented the first supervillain, the Joker, available now at fine Walmarts everywhere.
Oh, hold on. We gotta bring it to our man of the hour. Batman, yes. A man who spends his time with a high school boy late at night in his 2-seat vehicle. You're just Back to the Future's Doc Brown with a mask, aren't you? Oh, yeah. For the money you spend on the Batcave, you could have just hired a private army to defend Gotham City. You know that? Just delegate responsibility is what I fucking do. Batarangs. Seriously? Batarangs? Batarangs. Yeah, try shopping with other vigilantes like George Zimmerman. Batarangs, Australian for idiots. And you're sitting in your study, right? This is the origin of Batman. He was sitting in his study, and he said, villains are a superstitious lot. They need a symbol to strike fear in their cowardly hearts. So what do you use, a bat as your symbol? No, idiot. Use something that actually strikes fear in a criminal's heart. A positive pregnancy test. Hey, Commissioner Jim!
Up next is not only a professional crime lord, but an oddly dressed professional crime lord. He runs the Iceberg Lounge, which not only a nightclub for villains, but what we in the Justice League call Wonder Woman's vagina. He was stillborn as Oswald Cobblepot. So can you really blame him for turning to crime with a fucked up name like that? I know I can't. Please welcome to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, the Penguin.
Greetings, fellow rogues. Yes, we're doing that. Turned on yet, ladies? Superman, what the hell happened to you? Lord. Do something good, Aquaman.
the only one doing shit out of everybody. Where's Aquaman? Right fucking here when you need me.
But now it smells like fish. Reminds me of Catwoman. Superman, what the hell happened to you? Look at you. You went from the man of steel to the man of steel wool. You're about as strong as a Brillo pad. You look like one, man. You look like you should be on TV selling reverse mortgages, really. I guess you have two weaknesses. Kryptonite and Twinkies. Good Lord, Christopher Reeve is in better shape than you are. And he's dead! Like your parents! Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice to see Batman and Superman getting along tonight, you know. Last time they got into a fight, unfortunately, someone filmed it. Looking at this panel, I have to say that Thomas and Martha Wayne are the lucky ones tonight. Alfred the butler. The butler. What are you here for tonight? In case somebody spills something? What about? Because you're a maid. All you ever really do is get captured. Aunt Harriet is more butch than you are. I fucked her. Go give me a clock cocktail, you glorified maid piece of shit. My good friend, Mr. Freeze, is here. Victor! Yeah, how's the wife? Still a frigid bitch, aren't she? Lots of people don't know that Victor and his wife still have relations. So when he gets on top, she's crushed ice. Victor, I love you. That's why I call you Triple Scoops now. Dairy Queen people love you. At Men Cheat, you're about $70,000, really. Commissioner Gordon! Oh, you useless piece of shit. You are the worst crime-fighting man in the history of the world. I live in Gotham and I'm worried about the crime rate. And I'm responsible for like 10% of it. Joker hasn't had a bomb that big in Gotham since you've been on stage tonight. There are 4 supervillains in this room right now, and you're telling shitty jokes. I've been arrested 278 times. Get a fucking jail. Looking around what we got here. Oh, it looked like Catwoman packed up a hairball or something. Alfred cleaned that up. Oh, that's Aquaman. I'm sorry. Aquaman.
What?
That's a new look for you, isn't it? It's homeless, man. How the hell can you be homeless? The ocean's your home. It's everywhere. You can fucking live in a toilet, can't you? Look at this goddamn water. I remember the old you, the old look you used to have. That blonde hair, the tight spandex. You look like a Ken doll. Except a Ken doll is hung better than you are.
It's cold in here.
Got a small cock, that's all I'm saying. There's an aberrant Catwoman, yes, you know. Can't read with this fucking thing in. I wish I'd taken that out years ago. Wonder Woman, she refused to be here tonight because she's too good for us now, that shitty movie. I bet you, did anybody here actually go see it? Well, lesbians, that's what they are. I went to see that movie, I wasn't quite sure if I was at Wonder Woman or a Melissa Etheridge concert. So many lesbians in that movie. Oh, I'm sorry, they call them Amazons in that movie. Because it makes Wonder Woman Amazon Prime, I guess. Who am I forgetting? Who am I forgetting? Oh, Supergirl, yes. But everybody sort of forgot you, don't they? Batman and Superman have both told me they're grateful that you are here tonight. Because as long as you're in the room, they weren't the ones that had the shittiest superhero movie ever made. It was bad. You have a super pussy named Streaky, don't you? What do you call your cat? I have a question for you, Supergirl. Does the carpet match the drapes? And by that I mean synthetic. Robin's here. Yeah, of course Robin's here. He just sort of rides Batman's coattails wherever he is. She's a loser, you know that? You're the reason there's a booster seat in the Batmobile. Trump's right. There's been 2 other Robins. Mexican took the last job. Stand up, Robin, stand up. No, seriously, stand up. Who else we got here tonight? Oh, yeah. Sarah Huckabee Sanders down there. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the Joker. They just have the same makeup. I don't know. Where am I? Jokes we are friends, though, but I have to say, you are one arrogant asshole. You will tell everybody that you are the greatest supervillain of all time. You literally are white privilege.
You're damn right.
You're white. That. Gordon, you write that joke? I'll give you a bit, well. So many of my good friends couldn't be here tonight. No. Harvey Dent, Two-Face, couldn't be here. No, he's busy in Washington interviewing for a job. I think he'd be a good fit. My good friend Miss Harley Quinn couldn't be here tonight, Joe, but she couldn't be here, no. But she did send her apologies. Not because she couldn't be here, but for Suicide Squad. It sucked. The Riddler couldn't be here tonight, but he did send some words for me to sing. He sends, riddle me this, what is black, white, and full of holes? Parents. Yes, I'm dead! Well, we get to the Batman, the Caped Crusader, the Masked Vigilante. You know you're Bruce Wayne, I mean, God damn it. You got a shitty disguise, you wear a mask. Which is better than eyeglasses, you moron. I get rich. We've been joking about it. Well, I'm gonna do this one. We've been... Shut the... It's glued on with the same shit as your mustache. We've been making a lot of jokes about your parents, and I apologize for that. Yeah, I have to say, your parents were very lovely people, especially your mother. She was a very lovely woman. We've all fucked up. Your mother was a whore, let me just say that right away. No one can take a shot in the face like Martha Wayne. How's your boy Toy Wonder doing over there? That whole situation's creepy. I mean, you take a young man into your mansion and nobody says anything. When the same thing happened at Neverland Ranch, people lost their shit, didn't they? Now let me get out of here before I get arrested or anything. Let me put on my super secret Superman disguise so nobody can recognize me. Oh, I'm not the Penguin now! I'm a daily writer for a newspaper. Fucking idiot.
What can I say about our next presenter? Every family has one. The slutty cousin. In the House of L, her name is Kara Zor-El. On Earth, Supergirl. Back on Krypton, Super Easy. She's had more Kryptonians inside of her than the Phantom Zone. Really? That's it? Oh, and that one? Fuck you. And like myself, Kara seems to have let herself go. It's all right. But instead of Kara Zor-El, we'll just call you Kara Jello. She's the only character on the CW network whose supporting characters are way more interesting than her. And they have the fucking Arrow on that network. Faster than a speeding bullet, she just gave half the audience a blowjob while I was doing her introduction. Please welcome my cousin, Supergirl.
Sorry, I have to fly around in a wig, because it turns out when we're 10,000 feet in the air, you dumbasses can't tell the difference between me and Superman because we've got the same hair color. And we both have tits. He was here first. I had to put the wig on. I'm going to keep it going for my baby cousin. Or don't. It's fine. I don't give a shit. People don't realize that I'm actually older than Superman. That's real. Okay, I was born first. It's just when our pods launched off Krypton. You got it? Alright.
Speak to the thing that looks like a penis.
Hey! I had a boyfriend once. I shipped him back. That is the 3 people right there that watch the CW. Hey. People don't realize I'm older than Superman. It's just when our pods launched off Krypton, his pod went first. Then this asshole threw a banana, spun my ass out of orbit. You don't age in space. Beauty tip. So by the time I got here, Superman had grown up, and it was too late for me to tell him to wear his underwear inside his pants. Fucking idiot. A lot of people on Earth try to tell Superman, yo, Superman, if your parents were still alive, I'm sure they'd be very proud of you. I actually knew your parents. Nope, they'd be fucking disappointed. I hate him. As Aquaman said, Wonder Woman can't be here because she has a career. Flash couldn't be here. We invited him, but he overshot the venue, ended up in Puerto Rico. We didn't have it in the roast budget to evacuate him. I'd go pick him up every time we get together. I gotta fucking sing. 1, 2, 3. Green Lantern did make it back. He did make it here. However, we couldn't have him here because dumbass has kryptonite PTSD. Green Lantern's dead.
He's coming at me.
Idiot. Robin couldn't make it. Oh, fuck. Shit. I overlooked you on the lineup. I'm sure you're used to it. Mr. Freeze! Aren't you supposed to be in a capsule underneath Cinderella's castle or some shit? You look like Walt Disney de-thawed to see his name on a Chicken Little DVD, just cold and angry. We got the submissive before Robin came along, Alfred. I don't know if you guys know this, but Alfred actually tries to help Batman and Robin fight crime.
I do like that.
You do it despite the fact you are way too old. You're like what Kris Jenner is to the Kardashians. Like, you're there, but fuck you, you don't get a makeup line. Penguin, you look like Pinocchio screwed Mary Poppins and ate too many Mr. Peanuts. That's 3 references in one, I'll let it sizzle. You're just like Batman. You're rich, you're smart, you're well-trained in hand-to-hand combat, but Batman named himself after Bat. You chose a flightless, short-sighted bird that throws pebbles at the one they love like they're on an elementary school playground and their favorite way to travel? Slip and slide. That's fucking menacing right there. I'm worried. I'm gonna be honest, Penguin, I don't know who the fuck you are, but shit if I don't know a lot about penguins. Catwoman. Hey, baby. I once got wasted with Catwoman. She tried to keep up with me, right? Remember, we were doing those Jaeger bombs? You tried to keep up with me, but I'm invulnerable and you're fucking stupid. That bitch was in the bathroom all night, got litter everywhere. You're actually like the most unproductive superhero of all, considering you only fight crime 1 hour out of the day and you sleep the other 23 hours. You're a villain. Whatever. Don't know you. I take it this is how you decide to spend your hour. Good job. I don't know shit about her. I just know a lot about cats. Commissioner Gordon's here. What is your superpower?
Maintaining our mustache.
I feel like the people of Gotham run up to you and they're like, Commissioner Gordon, there's crime. And he's like, what? Crime! Hold on. Bad light. He'll come. He'll come. Good. You're a $1 billion superhero. Can you get the fucker a razor? Maybe an iPhone? A Samsung? Nokia? Anything? No? Cool.
Tax dollars at work, folks.
Great. Joker, when I think of all the cool names on this stage, yours is by far the saddest. Superman actually sounds noble. I hate you. Batman sounds frightening. Supergirl sounds like a really attractive girl who's killing it at a Batman roast. But Joker sounds like the card in the 52 card deck that you throw out so it becomes a 52 card deck. You're the most useless card in the entire deck. You might as well get it over with and call yourself the menacing 4 of clubs. Thanks, babe. Aquaman.
What's up, boo?
The Sahara Desert called. They said you're useless. You look like something I ordered from Walk and Roll last week and gave me the poopadoops. And again, I'm invulnerable, so that's some powerful shit. Ha! You got the face of a fish and the genitals of California roll. I would know because, listen, don't judge me. For one day, I was real hopped up on some red kryptonite. Aquaman and I shared a night together. When Aquaman climaxes, ladies, I got fucking 8, okay?
You said you wouldn't tell!
Alright, I can throw out 3 cakes and a cardigan. You owe me $75, motherfucker. You guys have any idea how embarrassing it was flying around for 2 weeks without a cake? You know how double embarrassing it was when people were like, why are you flying around without a cake, some girl? And I had to go fish jizz. Okay, it's embarrassing.
It's called caviar, bitch!
welcome, Batman. And yes, Superman, I play guitar. You would know, but you weren't on Krypton long enough before it blew up. So your dad actually taught me. That's an experience you'll never get. Batman, I wrote this song. This is a complete original, written just by me, just for you, okay? Very menacing. You ready? Batman. That's good. That was good. Thanks. I'm supposed to roast you, but I don't know what to say. 'Cause the entire roast is written on your face. I'm afraid of bats. I'll be a bat. Well, Superman and I are afraid of kryptonite, but we're not running around in booger suits. Saying you had options. Batman, your voice is a little raspy, or shall I say thick? Don't know what it could be. It must be Robin's disobedience. It's his dick. Robin's like, his dick, it's bananas. Bananas. Yes, his dick, it's bananas. It's his dick, it's bananas. Yeah, I don't know what that was either. But damn it if it wasn't more interesting than any of your fucking movies. And by the way, congratulations on finally making it to a successful movie. Saw your 5 minutes at the acid of Diana Prince's blockbuster story. Leave it up to a billionaire to ride on the coattails of a woman. And are you a real superhero, or are you just a rich man? You're up here with other superheroes and a Kryptonian. Yeah, I didn't pluralize it. Did you notice that? I said Kryptonian. Because you left when you were a baby, and then you come here on Earth and you're like, oh my God, guys, my planet blew up, and I lost all my parents, and I have super parents, I don't know what to do with them. By the time I got here with the same sob story, nobody wanted to listen to it. I fucking hate you.
He's been with Batman since the beginning, soon after his parents were killed in a circus accident. Well, you guys can't keep fucking parents around at all, can you?
Look
He's
who's talking.
I will heat vision to the back of your head and lobotomize you, you fuck. Our next presenter is the original Powerpuff Girl. Honestly, look how you're dressed. Bright colors, leotards, a cape. That's the Parliament House starter kit. He left Batman after he needed his space. Yay. And became a brilliant strategist, a brilliant detective in his own right. That's true. He knows how to get cum stains out of any material. Please give it up for the boy wonder who gives it up for everybody else, Robin!
Yeah! Woo! What's up, everybody? Yeah! Woo! Hey! Wow! Holy improv, Batman! This is a better outcome than your family's funeral. I'm sorry. Oh, jeez. Gotham. We stay at Gotham. Such a nice place. Actually, such an awful place. I mean, Gotham justice system is worse than Charleston, South Carolina. Am I right? Holy tiki torch, Batman. That didn't go well. That didn't go well.
I see why you killed him, Joker.
No.
I got it before. Oh, I got it now.
Well, as you know, I'm Robin. Hey, I'm Robin. Boy wonder. Tweet, tweet on the street, you know. Sorry, guys. I'm a little bit uncomfortable up here. Give me a second. Sorry, guys. These pants a little bit tight. Let's go. Where we at? Superman. Yeah, Superman. Holy, build a space wall. Why are you here? Superman, the true illegal alien. Son of Krypton. Looks like you're only kryptonite nutrition. Man of triple steel chins. Superman, you must have been super excited when your Supergirl came to the world, weren't you? You must have been super excited you have someone like you. I mean, you guys get a date and get together. I mean, you are from Kansas, so it's okay. Superman's able to leap tall buildings in a single bound. Our Superman has only jumped in front of the concession stand. Holy food court, okay. Supergirl! Hi, honey. Okay. Flash, Arrow, Gotham. These are all shows that are better than yours. Holy bad ratings. The only thing that you'll say right now if you flew away, our time. The only thing super about you is when you order your meal supersize. You're fat. You have X-ray vision, but you can't see how worthless you really are. You took off your wig, but your wig looked like Catwoman's pubes. That was weird, like a hacked up pleat. Oh, holy, yeah, screw that one. Aquaman, how you doing?
Oh, boy wonder.
Yeah. What's happening? Can I break it? I'm sorry. There we go. Hey, thanks, Bat Padre. Aquaman, you look like you smell like a Daytona urinal. Holy swimming sack of bacteria. You're as popular as an oil spill in the ocean. Someone so big yet so unrecognizable.
Is there a joke in here somewhere?
There's one. You brought your fork for a weapon. The only time you use that fork is at a seafood buffet. It's a fork. It's a fork. Screw that guy. He only swims. Penguin. Holy mango Torres face nose person, you had butchered that one. Fuck it.
Anybody like to be the next Robin?
Make-A-Wish kid that didn't die. Mr. Freeze! That's cool. You big tub of Ben and Jerry ice cream. I loved you in Game of Thrones. Ice Dragons! Holy spoiler alert. No? Okay, that was a Game of Thrones.
Harder than the Twin Towers.
Oh.
Too soon? What?
Mr. Freeze, your makeup looks like you rolled your head in a stripper's butt crack. And lined with cocaine. Holy winter's coming. Nah. Okay. Speaking of cold and dead, Catwoman, you're here. What a waste of 9 lives you are. You're a hoarder with fleas and ticks. The only dangerous thing about you is having sex with you and finding that you have ticks. Your main villain is a cucumber. No one does YouTube? All right. No one seen those videos? Okay. Cats are scared of cucumbers. Don't fucking ask me why. Catwoman, your pussy's so beat up that the Gotham City Police write a report on it. Now, it's tongue twister again, son of a gun.
What the fuck? Criminality there. Hire a fucking tutor. He's in the circus before he found him.
Alfred?
He never taught him how to tell a joke either.
Commissioner Gordon. There you go, you buddy. You are worthless. You're as worthless as Aquaman riding the turtle. You're a beat cop that turned into a commissioner. Not even a Riddler can solve that. Commissioner James Gordon followed the footsteps of his father. He's becoming a cop. James Gordon's father was one of the good ones because he never shot a black person and he's dead. That deep cut was me.
Probably time to grab your pants and be moving along, right? I'd like to thank the benevolent order of police for showing up tonight. You will be in the parking lot alone in 20 minutes. No heroes!
Shut up, you fish fucker. Sit down. Alfred, here, watch this. Alfred, you're a human Siri with no useful knowledge. All you do is make me meals. And you're a human doormat. We hate you. I don't have any jokes for you because I don't like you that much.
Do you have any jokes in
Just one, you Pennywiser on meth. Joker, you yin to Batman's yang. You look like a vape user from Key West. You're as dangerous as getting a tattoo in a strip mall. Joker's the original white faces lives matter. No?
Taco Bell called. You're late for your shift again.
Holy, that was personal, Batman. Holy chalupa.
Batman, why don't you put your dick in his mouth and shut him up?
Now from one villain to another. Thank you, Alfred. You know, a lot of people say that Batman created Joker. Just because you fucked his mom doesn't mean you created him. Don't worry, it's not on you, okay? You just look at you. You are Joker, a huge fan, but you are creepy, man. You look like the kind of guy who says you're gonna love these pictures after you wake up. Batman and Joker, they've been at each other's throats since day one. Never has there been such a duo. Sherlock Holmes, Moriarty, myself, Lex Luthor, those two fellows from Brokeback Mountain. It's all the same. Of course, it also explains why Joker looks like he has bad jizz all over his face. Please give it up for the crown prince of crime, ladies and gentlemen, the Joker.
How you doing? I was gonna start this set another way, but what the fuck was up with Robin? I assume he has an R in his chest because we now regret you all watching. Holy shit. His dick is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Superman, Batman. I feel like I'm at a retirement center for superheroes. How am I the only motherfucker in here in shape? I'm the only one with muscles not made onto my clothing. I'm the goddamn Joker. I'm supposed to be skinny, and I guess compared to you guys, everything's fucking skinny. Look at your hair. You look like you were in There's Something About Mary. Of course I'm good at this, I'm the fucking Joker. They call you the Man of Steel. More like the man that'll steal the food off your fucking plate. Clearly you're afraid of green. You've never ate a fucking salad in your life. You've let yourself go. You're so fat, the S on your chest has stretch marks. My God, how's Lois Lane doing? If she looks anything like you, she probably looks more like a Lois Lane Bryant. You should all stand up with that one. I'm not even trying. Don't you fucking look at me. I don't want to catch whatever it is you just fucking put up there. Alfred's here. That fucking man-slave. You look like Anderson Cooper with a Hitler mustache. You're a creepy fuck, man. And Bruce's parents deserve to die. Who the fuck would leave their kids with you? I assume you just always wanted the money. Like Bruce came to you and said, hey, I'm gonna dress up like a bat and fight crime. Good idea, Master Bruce. I want to jump around on rooftops. Sure thing, Master Bruce. I want to fight people with guns using karate. Fuck it, Master Bruce. Just make sure you fill out the will first. Yeah, that's Alfred Thaddeus trained Pennyworth. Hell, Alfred. I'm the Joker. We got the Penguin, Mr. Freeze. You're the most evil person here. You're a deadbeat. No, seriously, he's a fucking deadbeat. He has a daughter that he never sees because he spends all his time chasing some rich dude. He's like a real housewife of Gotham. Catwoman, meow. I preferred you when you were black. Catwoman's a fitting name, because you're the only pussy these nerds have fucking seen. What is your power besides giving geeks erections? Hell, I'm into you. You certainly turned me on, certainly. The only time I've beat a dick harder is when I kick the shit out of Robin.
I like cats a lot. My favorite part's when they lick their own assholes. You're a weird one. You're a villain. You're not a villain. You love Bruce. You don't love Bruce. What's your fucking power? Being every other fucking woman? Goddamn. Make up your goddamn mind. You used to have a pimp named Stan. I don't fucking have a joke for that, it's just true. Couldn't have been more fucking silly if it was Cat Williams. Fucking Mr. Freeze is here. Yeah. You look like the villain from Little Mermaid. They saved the best for last. You're the only villain you could beat with a power outage. You look like somebody choking at the Golden Corral. I know stuff expands when it freezes, but goddamn. Yeah, your whole body's cold. We fucking get it. But it's not from ice, it's from poor circulation, you fat fuck. Aquaman is here. Yeah, everybody already said it, but shouldn't you be out there protesting SeaWorld or something? You really let yourself go too. I thought swimming was supposed to be good cardio. I'm not sure if you're the king of Atlantis or the manager of a Long John Silver. You look like a white guy who sings reggae. I didn't know you could cook meth underwater. Jim Gordon. How bad does Gotham City PD have to be for you to be the fucking commissioner? I've seen better cops in Ferguson, Missouri. Yeah, you haven't shot a random black guy yet, but when the time comes, you'll just fucking have Batman do it.
That's how you do that joke, Robin.
I've always seen myself as a father figure to young Robin as well. I actually have a close relationship with Jim's daughter, Barbara, remember? Yeah, she couldn't walk after I got done with her. Yeah, but that was before I shot her and put her in the wheelchair. Penguin's here. Clearly he's a little light in the feathers. He's short and he has a nose like a bird. Who knew that Cobblepot was a Jewish name? I'm good. The main event. Supergirl's here. Yeah. How you doing? She's Superman's cousin. Batman, this is your roasting. Superman has more family here than you. Supergirl over here. Supergirl can do everything that Superman can do. Besides get ready at a reasonable time. You're gonna fly, you don't need to fucking straighten your hair. Robin's here. The only superhero who gets his cape hemmed. You look like a 40-year-old Boy Scout. And your only merit badge is sucking his dick. You fucked a billionaire. He couldn't buy you any pants.
Holy coffee.
Yeah. Who knew Robin should have came with a sticker that said made in Mexico? If I can't get rid of you, Donald Trump will. whole wide world. Hello, Cassi. You were the most famous Bruce in all the land. Until some guy married a Kardashian and grew a pair of tits. I don't understand how people call you a hero, honestly. You kidnap children and you turn them into child soldiers. You're the white Joseph Kony. I assume when you and your parents went to the theater, you saw an M. Night Shyamalan movie. Because nobody saw that twist coming at the end, did they? Your parents are idiots. White rich people walking down an alley. Where was the next place you guys were going for a stroll? Pine Hills? You know, for a superhero, you get your ass kicked quite a lot. Seriously, you've taken more shots to the face than Jenna Jameson. That was the one that got you, Orlando. Your voice is annoying, of course. I'm Batman. Every fucking person here can do that. Your voice is so bad that Christopher Nolan turned Bane into a piece of shit just so you could seem somewhat likable. And you know, you superheroes, they usually have a sidekick. But it's clear with Robin, you've got a power bottom. Thank you guys for enjoying tonight's festivities. I'm the Joker.
Well, here we are to the main man. The man we're here to roast. My friend, it is time for your rebuttal. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Dark Knight, Batman!
The gloves are coming off. Mostly because I can't turn the pages with them on. Thank you everybody for being here. Give it up for all the people you saw tonight. They're lovely people. We've got an albino on spring break. That's good. It's good to see you, Joker. It's good to see you. I'm glad you went to a Jason Mraz concert and was like, yeah, that's the look I want. You look like one of the guys from Mad Max Fury Road is having a herpes outbreak. It's hard to see in the cowl. Okay. Freddy Krueger's Cuban brother, everybody. It's good to see you. I was torn between that and the ghost of Michael Jackson. Both are horrible. That's fine. It looks like you're like doing cosplay for a Wayans Brothers White Chicks movie. It's fine. Is that Aquaman? Oh, I thought they gave Tom Petty a sea burial. That's my bad. Sorry about that. Mr. Freeze looks like a white never-walker. No 5K from that White Walker, I'll tell you that right now. No. I'd like to thank all the people that made Batman possible. Alfred, you were there after my parents were brutally murdered, and you stayed on. You were fired then. Like, you know that, right? Like, you were done. You didn't have to stick around. Like, I didn't pay you. You're just a creepy old man hanging around with a young boy at that point. You're just perpetuating my cycle of abuse. I tried to fire you. I have a woman. Her name's Consuela. She's worked there a long time. How bad is the butler job market? We're like, fuck it, I'm not leaving. I'll let this little boy tell me what to do. What are you, the United States?
Because he's a fucking child. Okay. Catwoman. Who's your arch nemesis? A bird? A squirrel? What, are you gonna need me to death? Ooh. Oh, I have allergies. That's why you're my villain. Okay, cool. The way you're dressed, you look like you'd use a transgender litter box. Supergirl. Hey. It's good for you. You're living proof that anything men can do, you can do shittier. With that wig on, you're like a Super Saiyan lesbian. It's nice. The goddamn Khloe Kardashian of the superhero world. I thought it was Superman in drag for the longest time. Back to Aquaman. Hey, Aquaman. Man, you're muscular and covered in yellow and green, and you're terrible. I thought you were fucking Aaron Rodgers. Just count, double check.
He's doing his best with the team he has.
Your weapon is a giant fork, and apparently so is Superman's. You can talk to fish. Big deal. Me too. I can as well. Fishy, 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 fishy. That's it. That's all you do. What's the fish gonna say? Sure is wet in here. You have all of the skills of a SeaWorld whale trader, and the only difference between you and one of those is you're alive. It looks like Khal Drogo in a rainstorm. Looks like all day you just smoke Great Barrier Reefer. There's more. I look like I got like 7 more of like, you look like Fabio drowned himself. You look like Dimebag Daryl drowned himself. Right.
So there were 2 more.
Yeah, there's 2 more. Yeah. Mr. Freeze. Yeah. You look like the corpse of Philip Seymour Hoffman. Good to see you.
He's a treasure.
Turns out black is not slimming. It's gotta be hard having a wife in a coma always have blue balls. You look like Violet Beauregard from Willy Wonka's having a sex change. Oompa, loompa, dupa-dee, calories. Mr. Freeze, Mr. Freeze, this is Florida. You could be defeated by Mr. Jacket. If you were in Alaska, you'd just be a regular guy named Victor. Like, you're just... I didn't mean to bring this up, but I did. One time I banged your wife and my tongue got stuck. Feel bad. I feel bad for you because you have the same origin story as Terry Schiavo's husband. I wish Wonder Woman was here. I love Wonder Woman. She has an invisible jet. That bitch put a glass ceiling in her own plane. Oh, she's lovely. She wears shiny jewelry that blocks bullets. If that were true, there'd be a lot more live inner city children. Okay. I didn't do what he did. Wonder Woman's underpants have stars on them, and once a month, so does Supergirl's underpants have stripes. Damn it, I didn't get it out. That's what Robin says to me all the time. The Penguin. What's up, Happy Feet? Good to see you.
Your weapon is just a bad Rihanna song. That's awesome. Your nose is so big and long that you're like Pinocchio wanting to grow up to be a real bird. This is where they start falling apart, folks. You look like Mr. Peanut's gay brother, Mr. Gargle Nuts. Your hat is so purple and stubby it could be Catwoman's labia. The only thing that kills you is global warming, it turns out. That's good. Commissioner Gordon, hi. I'm a billionaire. I have a fucking phone. I got the iPhone 11, bitch. I got a bat signal for you. Ha! You look like you're constantly just trying to solve the mystery of if you're a pedophile. You look like Harry Potter peaked in high school. Can I just try something with you real quick? Let me see. How the fuck do you like it? Come here! Turns out the only light you don't see was when you were on stage earlier, bitch. Yeah, Robin. Your name sounds like what like a black person would yell at a penis, like, yo, Dick Gray, son. That's what happens when you go to Home Depot to get Robin. You're the son of a trapeze artist, and I gotta say, your mom was drop dead gorgeous. So was your dad, and so was your brother. Okay. People ask, why, hey, Batman, why you all wear black and Robin's in such bright colors? Simple, I like to see him coming. All right, Sad Superman, our host. Give it up for your host. Superman. Kryptonite hurts you. It hurts you. It's the rock from your home planet, from the place that you're supposed to live. The rocks hurt you. That just means if you were at home, you're just a nerd with allergies all the time. Like an angry geologist could kill you. Like, that's about it. Your name is Kal-El. It sounds like the name of a dyslexic Mexican. Good, because you're an illegal alien. You wear your underpants on the outside. You used to wear your underpants on the outside. It's good. You and every Alzheimer's patient. That's awesome. Solidarity. Hashtag lives don't matter. You wear glasses as a disguise. It's good to see you got your disguise idea from 90s teen comedy. She's All That. Good for you. There's an S on your chest, and there was one in the box office for your movies, too. Congratulations, Superman, yeah. There were 2 Vegas shooter jokes, and you're like, no, not a Superman box office joke. Get your priorities straight, bitch. I'm Batman, all right. You guys are having a lot of fun. Give it up for all your people one more time. Yeah. I'll be back your host, Superman. Yeah.
One more time, give it up for Batman! Let's hear it for all the roasters you saw tonight. Give it up for the dais. Alfred, Catwoman, Mr. Freeze, Aquaman, Commissioner Gordon, Penguin, Supergirl, Robin, Joker. Did you have a good time tonight? We want to thank you for coming out and supporting live comedy here at the Improv and here at the Roast of Batman. A couple of things really quick. When it comes time to leave, we're going to ask everybody to leave out through the door, which is on my left, your right, through the...
Other side.
That way?
Other side.
We're going this way?
Yeah.
Okay, fuck that what I just said. I'm gonna fly around real quick. Gonna go backwards, turn time back to it's like. So when it comes time to leave night, you wanna exit over to the right, your left, my right. Good. Are you happy with that one? Give me a fucking thumbs up so I know what's going on back there. All right. It's my father, Jor-El, speaking to me from the Fortress of Solitude. He's kind of a prick.
I hated him too.
Get some fucking therapy. But right now, I want to bring to the stage Aquaman, ladies and gentlemen, for a couple of quick announcements.
Can you not stand behind me? I mean, you're super boner pressing up against me. All right. Thank you so much for coming out tonight, guys. We are the Geeks of Comedy. We do these types of things at MegaCon. We do them at TampaCon, comic book conventions usually, and we usually do it all as a charity event. Yes. And the charity we usually do it for is called the Heroes Initiative, and what they are is a collection of old golden age comic book artists and authors who drew all the heroes you love, and then Stan Lee fucking stole them all. So they don't have like a 401k, they didn't get paid a lot, you know, a lot of their ideas were just taken, they never made money, so now that they're older, they have medical expenses, rent, and usually our donations go to them. That being said, we're not collecting for them tonight, so fuck those guys. But I said that so you should look it up and, you know, help out every now and then. It's a very, very close to home charity we're raising for tonight. If you go outside, we'll have little buckets out. If you want to throw something in, we really appreciate it. One of our favorite local comedians, I'm sure a lot of you guys might know him, Ken Miller. You guys know Ken Miller? Anybody? Ken Miller? It's kind of a big deal. At the beginning of the school year, his oldest son actually, Ken got called because his son had passed out at school, and they rushed him to the hospital and they found some stuff going on that required surgery in his brain. So Ken is he's the godfather of Orlando comedy. Everybody in this room on this day owes Ken something at some point. So what we've been doing is we've been doing charity events and fundraisers for him. So tonight, if you like, outside afterwards, there will be a bucket there. All that money is going to medical expenses for Ken's son. So if you can help us out, we'd really appreciate it. Yeah. That being said, I know sometimes you guys are like after the show, well, that's great, but I throw $1 in and then what do I get? Well, a good fucking will in your heart. How about that? But I get that some of you guys are materialistic, so we actually have some merch tonight, and some of the proceeds will be going to Ken's son. So first of all, we'll be selling this after the show. It's a watch. A lot of watches nowadays come with glow-in-the-dark faces or hands so you can read them at night. This one doesn't. So if you need to read this one at night, it comes with a built-in light. I know, every woman in here went, how stupid, and every guy went, how much, and you went, that's fucked up, Mr. Freeze. I know. It's a real watch, it's a lighter. I just wear it so whenever I bump into one of those assholes with an $800 Apple smartwatch and he's telling me all the things his watch can do, I'm like, can you do this, motherfucker? Yeah. $800 you can't burn down your first wife's house? What the fuck was the point, you know? So, pick one of these up, they make a great gift for a pyro. They're only $20, and some of the proceeds will be going to help Ken tonight. That's a lot of fun and useful. This is also fun and useful. I like to use this whenever I go out to the bar. It comes time to pay the tab, I just open up my wallet and, yeah. And while the bartender's freaking out, I'm like, chill out, it's cool, I got money to burn. I know. Some of you are like, Mike, why would you want to carry a wallet that sets itself on fire? Better question, why would you not want to carry a wallet that sets itself on fire? Think of the fun you're going to have with this next time you're online at Walmart or the grocery store trying to torch Robin. You can just open this up, and there you go, no problem. Or next time you get pulled up by the cops and they want to see your driver's license. If you're going down anyway, why not go down in flames? Yeah. Maybe they'll find it funny too and let you out your ticket. Or maybe they'll taser you. That's what they do in Mobile, Alabama. Just like you know, tasering only hurts up to the first 200 volts. After that tickles, that's why you pee yourself. You're laughing so damn hard, right? So if you want one, see me outside after the show. I'll be up there with your host, Superman. We'll be out that way. If you want to be any of our friends on Facebook or Twitter, come by, say hi. I'll be out there with Superman. If you're a single lady looking to make a huge mistake tonight and like fish, I'll be out there with Superman. If you're a dude with a lot of money and you can keep a secret from time to time, I think I mentioned Superman's gonna be out there. So, folks, thank you from the Geeks of Comedy. We'll see you in the lobby.